What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Trading Show. I am Brennan, and I'm here with Lil David.
David, yes.
Yeah, Lil David.
My God, what a morning, huh?
To say the least, dude.
Yeah, show me.
To say the least.
Show me, man. Show me Bitcoin.
Well,
Show me Bitcoin.
Just pan over here. You know, we might as well put it on the big screen. This is called the FU Bitcoin. This is what we call this right here. So this is the FU for anything, right? So right here we have, I mean, this is a trade that I just got stopped out on. It was actually doing really well. I was excited about it, and then we just, you know, Bitcoin does its thing. But we're gonna move on to the next one. That's why I have a tight stop loss. It is what it is. But Bitcoin is just, I mean,
big dip this morning.
Yeah, it shot through 2 levels of support that it was previously holding, and now it's trying to retest it and use it as resistance, is what I'm thinking. I'm bearish. I mean, there's no other thing to be at the moment. If you're anybody saying that Bitcoin is going to reach 100K in the next couple months, you're not right. And unfortunately, you just aren't. I think we're going to see a run down to somewhere like high mid 70s, to be honest. I don't think that this is going to hold where it is right now. I mean, if we go down to the 1 hour or the 30 minute, any high time frame where we would find some support, we don't find any more support until we get to 80K
for Bitcoin.
And if we blow through that 80K range, we're going to go down to 75, I think. I don't see any reason why we wouldn't. Let's just go down. Let's go to the day, see what we're thinking. Yeah, the next area of support is at, I mean, the next area of support on the day is at 80K to 75. That's the range. So, and then below that is 60K, and we don't want to see that. So, yeah, I don't know. We're not going to see very good. I mean, we are, but we're going to see some crazy moves to the downside. So if I'm you guys, I'm keeping my eyes out. Traders, keep your eyes out for any type of short opportunity in the moment. I don't see a reason as to why we wouldn't be going short. Just look at the move that we've seen, dude. From the peak right here on the 1st, or no, this is October. Hold on. Yeah, I mean, from this peak right here at 125, we've just been in a straight downtrend, and it's actually good market structure. Like, we see higher highs or lower highs and higher or lower lows, and lower highs and lower lows. And then we chop, and we're seeing a little bit of a higher high, and then we're just moving right back down and creating more lower lows. So hopefully we can catch some support at this 80K range. And if we can't, then
82.5 should hold.
Yeah, we said that about a lot of things. 85.5 we thought would hold too.
Sure, we did.
So, I mean,
I know. I'm looking at, I'm just gonna pull up, go up Bitcoin 4 hour. I woke up this morning a little earlier than I normally do, and I immediately went to the Bitcoin chart, and I was on the hour, I think. I watched that yellow X flash, and I was like, oh, here we go. Here we go. Every time we see that damn yellow X, especially if you see multiple. So if you're using Market Cipher, throw on Market Cipher A, you start seeing these yellow X's, chances are there's probably a big downturn coming, right? We had, just from Tuesday, we've had 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? The last one was your big spill off. Bitcoin kind of consolidated a little bit around this area here, high volume area, 87.8, and then ultimately it just completely tanked. We're seeing a little bit of a relief rally here from Bitcoin now, but I don't know. It's currently it wicked all the way up to its VWAP line here. It got rejected, and so when we talk about downside targets, I mean, look at that daily candle. That's a gnarly daily. This daily candle. 1, evening star. 2, big volume. 3, it engulfed the previous 3 candles. And if we go all the way back, it's engulfed every single green candle that came after November 23rd. In one fell swoop.
And it lost all support.
Yeah.
There's no support holding it until 80K. Like
84 though is an important level. So can 84K hold? If 84K cannot hold, just looking at kind of higher time frame stuff here, we can go to the weekly.
But like, look at that right there, Dave. Where do we see any support from where we are right now? It's outside of that 80K range right there.
Okay, so I can go like this. All right, we can
Trend line.
let me bring this. No, that's not. Guess you can go like this.
How long ago?
There's 1 tap, 2 tap, 3 taps as support,
Broke through, pushed back.
4 taps, 5 taps as support, and then 6 tap. If this week Bitcoin continues to go down, let me drop a flag here. 82.5, kind of what I said, right? Now, if that doesn't hold though, your next. I don't even know.
I think our 5s and our 2s look different.
Well, obviously it's a 2, dummy, but it's close enough to 5, or I can say it's a 5. I guess, we can just drop a horizontal here. 74.1. It's a pretty important level. Resistance, support, should be support. If it does, hopefully, but this is also, guys, this is a massive head and shoulders on the weekly, right? We go, there's your left shoulder.
The right shoulder is a little bit smaller, though.
There's your head.
You must be in the gym a little less.
And unfortunately, this measured move here, if I were to measure the depth of the head, that's not going to happen. That's
I was just going to say $35,000.
That's not going to happen.
Unbelievable.
But if we do break below this neckline, which we're right at, like 83.5, then you're looking at a break below this trend line and hopefully a reclaim, if not a retest and rejection, right? Something like this. We come down here, we come back, attempt to retake this 85K region or 84.2 region, and then come down to like 75 to 76.
But Dave,
what?
That's the last level of support before 80K, 75K range.
Yeah,
that's the only thing holding it up. That trend line that you just drew is the only thing holding it up.
Yeah, but this is high time frame, so it should hold. And if we zoom out to the daily, you can see how important this trend line has been, right? We had one deviation here. Outside of this deviation in 2023 August, this trend line is held. But we got to be ready for anything. And so if you got dry powder on the sidelines, if you get sub 80K Bitcoin, I think it's a good place to buy, whether it's for your long-term bag or your kind of medium-term, short to medium-term spot bags. But yeah, just be wary, man. Just be wary. You can see we already come down, tested the neckline, and caught some support on it. We kind of fell right through that big volume gap here as it disappeared on me. So, and then on top of that, alts are getting crushed. Solana, look at this chart. Solana, 1 hour, $116.
Holy
XLM,
hell.
sub 20 cents. BitTensor, seeing a little bit of a bounce. Got all the way down to around $213. And so when you look at the bubbles, everything red except for like one thing, which is stable. And Kant Network's up too. But
Solana lost all support too.
Yeah, you go to the top 10. Crypto's still about 3 trillion market cap, which is what gold erased today. Crazy, right? Gold erased in one shot its entire market cap of crypto. Pretty funny. So yeah, man. I don't know. Like,
if Bitcoin hits that 80K mark, that 75K mark, do you think Solana goes below 100?
Yes.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, we're in agreement then.
Yeah,
that's going to be a crazy day. And a lot of people were bullish on altcoins to start the year.
I was bullish on altcoins to start the year.
I always hold on to this. I've held on to it all year. It's not been a lot of the year. But when Magix came on the show and he talked about that place, I don't know where it was. I don't remember. But he did say we were going to hit, I think it was 95K or
96 and 98.
Yeah. And then we were going to see a mean reversion to the downside.
And he was spot on.
Yeah, exactly.
The guy was literally spot on.
And as we know, all the altcoins follow Bitcoin. So in a way, I was bullish, right? I wanted to see Bitcoin do well, and I thought it was going to do well. But in the same sense, I had that in the back of my mind thinking, well, it's very likely for it to go bearish. And so I don't know.
This is a range Magic kind of spoke about, right? And I think Magic's going to come back on the show on Monday. This is a range he was talking about. It was his, I think it was his EQ for 2025. And exactly what he expected is exactly what happened. I mean, if you follow Magic, it's a 15% move to the downside, right? And so the beauty of bringing on people like Magic and Forrest is getting different perspective. And Magic, you know, Brendan and I are definitely shorter time frame traders, but Magic is a high time frame trader. And the guy nailed it right on the head.
And he knows a lot.
Yeah, and the guys. So, but I did put a poly market bet. I think Bitcoin does get above 86K by the end of the month, which is only a few days away.
Really?
Yeah, I kind of do, man.
What if we see a but will you still hold that if we see a Bitcoin dump by, I mean, what is that, 2 days from now? This is the 31st?
Yeah.
So you think in 2 days it's going to be back up to 86?
Yeah, I mean.
So are the rules on that poly market bet that if it just touches there, it's in?
By January 31st, so here are the rules, right? The market results a yes if the Binance 1 minute candle for Bitcoin USDT at 12 p.m. Eastern noon on the date specified has a final close price higher. So you get 27 cents on the dollar, so it's a 3.5 to 1.
I'm taking the no on that one.
You're taking the no?
Yeah. Even though
the odds are shitty, but yeah.
I just don't. I see. I mean, if I think today dictates a lot of what goes on, to be honest. I think if we don't see a reclaim of.
What's your kind of line in the sand to reclaim here?
Yeah, I think if we don't see a reclaim of like. I think if we don't see a reclaim of like 85.5, we're going to dump.
I can, yeah.
I
can agree
just,
with that.
Yeah, I think if we don't get back up to 85.5, we're going to see 80K.
Well, here's the thing. Okay, 4 hour. I think the bottom is in or close. Okay, yeah, that big spill off, increased volume, and volume has been dipping on the. I'm sorry, 2 hour, not the 4 hour. Volume has been dipping on the 2 hour. We're starting to see potentially the second leg of a morning star pattern. This is a classic reversal pattern, and what we would need to see is a large green bodied candle.
Yeah. But what says we don't use that support that's right there as resistance instead of, because we just broke it. We killed it, literally slaughtered it.
Yeah.
And I mean, the bottom of this is 84. I mean, the midpoint of this is 85.5, just like I said. So, I mean, if we use that, if we don't get back up to that midpoint of that area right there, then I don't know. I just don't see us going up, and I see us going to the downside. I mean,
so you're a little more bearish.
Very bearish.
So this candle closes in 11 minutes. If we can stay above 84K and we can start to see some movement on the green side up to like 84.8, I do think the bottom will be in, and then we're retesting this volume area 87.8, because this big move down, right? You can see it move through low volume levels. I mean, you had a little bit of spike around 86.5, went right through that on the 2 hour. Then another volume gap between 86.5 and 85.5, crushed that as well. And it kind of settled in here. And so as long as the spinning top stays, if we can get a large volume green candle, right, move to the upside, if we can clear 84.5 first, and then we get up to that 85.5 level, guys, I'm eyeing 86.5 for Bitcoin. Potentially by the end of the day. These are 2 hour candles. We'll see. There's a lot of geopolitical tensions happening right now and overseas in the Middle East with Iran and, you know, the U.S. Armada heading there and yada, yada. So we'll see. We could be completely wrong and Bitcoin can spill off down to this trend line here, 82.5. At that point, we'll reevaluate. But this to me looks like a bottom's in. Decreased volume, spinning top, indecision in the markets. We can get a green candle on the next candle open in about 11 minutes. I think it's looking solid for the bottom being in on BTC.
Yeah, but then anything could happen. Trump could go out there and say, I think retard, and everybody's like, I hate Trump. So,
Iran is gonna feel the pain.
Yeah, and then and then all the people are like, oh my gosh, why would you say something like that, Trump? Dump.
Let's take a look at a Solana chart, man. What are you seeing on Solana?
Well, let me pull it up. Okay, so we're gonna. We're gonna create new support and new resistance. If we don't come back and reclaim 121. Our next area of support where we've caught some type of, this is on the 4 hour, where we've caught some type of chop is 112. And then our lowest low in recent time has been $95. I don't know. I think I would be short-term bearish. I'd be trading bearish on the 1 minute, and that's what I'd be trying to do. So I'd be waiting for a change of character here. Obviously, we're getting that relief rally from Bitcoin, so we're making that upward market structure, which will make it so that you're able to get in on a short with the breakthrough of the trend line, change of character, all that kind of stuff. So that's what I'm seeing personally, and that's what I'm feeling is going to be the ultimate. What would I say? The ultimate end point, or where we're going to be able to make a trade right there. And so I think that we're just going to continue to the downside if we don't claim 85.5 from Bitcoin. Obviously, everything follows suit. So that's what I'm seeing on Solana.
Okay.
But right now, I'm bearish on the short term.
Okay. Also, guys, if there's anything you want to take a look at, throw it in the chat. Let's take a look at XLM. We did an XLM video yesterday. XLM seeing a nice relief rally, more than most, right? It's trying to get above that 20-cent region again. Let me throw on VWAP, Market Cipher. Oh, Yellow X. Yeah, these Yellow X's, man, I don't like them. So XLM is a little more kind of all over the place. Yellow X, this one was a bottom. This one was kind of obviously the big dump. And then we have one again, but we've seen a little bit of a relief rally here from Stellar. And so for me, kind of working down the lower time frames, let's go down the 15-minute for XLM. Like clear, concise confluence with our last high. Potential W pattern here on the 15-minute.
I was just going to say that.
Something to keep an eye out on. But we got to get back up. We got to get at least above our VWAP midline, 20.11 cents. If we do, expect a little bit of a potential flag to form and then a push to the upside. Your next level of support or resistance should be that VWAP upper band, 20.51 cents. 20.51 cents. Look at that F. Maybe it just says FU and doesn't do anything.
That's what Bitcoin says every day.
Bitcoin's like, FU, guys.
Every day I wake up and I just look at Bitcoin and it just gives me a big middle finger on my screen every morning. I'm just like, okay, hey, what's up, Bitcoin?
Good news is it's not just you, it's
everybody.
A collaborative effort,
Yeah. I just like wake up and open my phone. It's like, hey,
welcome back.
And I'm like, hey, Bitcoin, I went to sleep last night and you were sitting at like 90K. The hell are you doing at 83?
Well, we have some bullish divergence on XLM. Let me get rid of some of these brush strokes here.
Brush strokes. Dude is not Mozart.
I'm not. Bullish divergence. Lower lows, higher lows on RSI. And so buyers are stepping in. This is on the 30-minute time frame for XLM. Let's bring Market Cipher B back up here. Double green dot. Last time this happened, I maybe had just like a baby rally, right? This was a double green dot. It continued to go from open to wick around 1.3. Not bad, 1.3%. But from a micro time frame, we need to get above 20 cents even. If you can clear that high, you're looking at a pretty good swing setup here. A nice scalp. It's a 2.5% scalp from 20.6 cents up to 20.51 cents for stellar lumens. That's just short-term scalping. So if you're looking, wait till let's see what happens. Chances are if Bitcoin is below 84K, we get rejected and we come back and probably put in a lower low, maybe around 19.3 cents. Then we'll come back and look at what the RSI has done. But stellar, wait and see. 20.06 cents is a level I'm kind of keeping my eye out on as Bitcoin's seeing a little bit of a rally here.
Bitcoin is barely holding 84 though right now.
Yeah.
Barely.
Well, barely is better than not holding 84, I guess, right? And then you want to take a look at Tau, BitTensor?
Yeah. I think I have it over here. Never mind, I'm tripping.
Give me some high time frame SNL levels too.
All right. 4 hour. Let's see what we got up here. Oh, I have one marked out already that we actually almost got. I mean, we pretty much got it. Like, I mean, this is obviously relative, so we almost got there. This is at $304, and we've dumped since then. And I'm pretty sure the last time we went over Tau, I called that. Or maybe, yeah. I think the last time we went over Tau, I said that once we get to this region that we're going to dump. And so we're seeing a little bit of a dump. We're coming to an area of support down here at, I'm going to say, 211. 211 is we're coming and seeing that. I think we could get a push out of it. Obviously, it's probably going to follow Bitcoin. So we'll just obviously have to see what happens if we reclaim 85.5, if we continue to go to the downside, if we continue to go up. But I'd like to see this come down and tap the midpoint or tap the half of the midpoint and the top of this range and move out of it, which is at 211, and then the midpoint's at 206. So obviously everything we do, and me and David have talked about this a lot, everything you trade, you have to refer back to Bitcoin because that's the big daddy of all the coins. That's what makes it, that's what everything runs off of. So me personally, everything right now is so crazy that I'm going to wait and see, but I would want to catch some type of rally to the upside from this bottom support right here.
So I'm just going to go through the chat real quick. Samplipstick. What is that? Samplistic?
I can't even see it.
Sam Lipsit. Okay. Said, put the blinders on and DCA consistently. Hey, man, that's not a bad strategy.
What did he say?
Put your don't try to trade, just DCA. Dollar cost averaging.
Oh.
Ricky said, are we cooked? Chances the bull run is over. Yeah, it is looking like we're cooked. I'll be honest with you. Doesn't mean we can't still make money, but your antennas gotta be up. Your bear market antennas, right?
Yeah, you gotta be. Oh, yo, that's that furry stuff, dude. You could probably perform a Bad Bunny on stage of the Super Bowl.
I won't be wearing a dress. I'll tell you that for sure.
You could wear a furry costume though.
F1 said, pull the Band-Aid off and let it crash. That's kind of what's happening, right?
Yeah.
I showed a chart yesterday on the show. It showed all the assets, the S&P, the NASDAQ, gold, silver, everything, global money, M2 supply. Everything was up. Bitcoin was down. You got to ask yourself a question. If you don't think Bitcoin is going to die and go to zero, there's a potential catch-up trade. The problem is, what's the bottom? Now, to Sampeluski's point, or Sampelusti, I'm just going to call you Sample. To Sample's point, if you just DCA and just wait, you'll more than likely make out. It might take a year, it might take 18 months, 2 years, but you'll make out. Because eventually Bitcoin will close that gap, and in fact, it'll surpass the likes of the rest. But in terms of being active and trading and scalping and moving money here from here to there, I don't know. Probably more downside. Joe Bro said CC Kent Network. I like Kent Network. I think this is one that could rally, whether Bitcoin rallies or not. And then New Type Trader said government shutdown odds have now skyrocketed to 74%. I'm happy you brought that up. Let's take a peek at government shutdown. So this one's at 61%. It was at New Type Trader. It was at 80%. This was not too long ago. When was this? Is that
Yeah, that'll be the second one this year.
It was at 77% this morning, dude. 80% at 9:45 this morning. And it's kind of come down a little bit. So that will definitely affect the risk markets. No government spending. Last time we saw when the government shut down, we saw what happened. And so chances are looking like there will be a government shutdown on top of what's happening in Iran and the Middle East and the U.S. Armada and yada, yada,
Yeah,
yada.
it's going down as we speak.
Bitcoin?
No, the odds.
Oh,
Yeah, I was just watching the odds. Yeah, it went.
61%?
Oh, it went back up now. Oh, now it's no,
it's 'cause
that's
I moved
you,
the
dude.
cursor
Come
over.
on, dude. You made me look like an idiot.
Like you out, bro.
Damn it.
So, yeah, to your point, new type trader, I do think that's definitely going to have an impact. So SoFlo Angler said, I love all the analysis. Nobody can identify what the fuck is going to happen. 100%, dude. I'm not sitting here saying I know exactly what's going to. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, me either.
Zero
I
idea.
can only sit here and read you the charts and say what I think.
Zero clue. I just look at
No clue.
the numbers in front of me, the statistics and the facts and the analysis and the data in front of me, and you try to make your best educated guess. At the end of the day, no one knows.
Dave, that 2 hour candle for that Morningstar closed below 84. Closed at 83 something.
Wow, that's not good. Yeah.
80.
Yeah, there's probably
83.9. 83.95.
I was on the 2 hour, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we saw what happened with XMR. Let me show you guys. I gave you an XMR play the other day. Hopefully you took it because you would have made money. Where's XMR? Do you remember what time frame we're on, Brendan?
When you gave it
Yeah.
on the video?
It wasn't a video. It was...
Was it on the trading show?
Yeah. It was a short. What the hell was that?
Me?
Yeah.
That was my lips.
Yeah, I know. Oh, it was here. I think it was here. We talked about the evening star pattern. I believe it was here. Someone, if you guys know, correct me if I'm wrong. It was right here. We talked about big move up, indecision candle, increased volume. We were starting to see it. Now, the thing with this one is maybe what we're seeing with Bitcoin is initially it opened at 479, wicked all the way up to 481, and then crashed. Right? This ended up being a 2% candle to the downside. So when you go to Bitcoin, can we be seeing the same thing potentially? I'm not trying to, shill hopium here. But maybe this is a wick, and then we get that big push. Now, the important thing here is going to be volume because everything else is in play. Big move down on increased volume, and then the next two consecutive candles have seen lower volume. Now, although this isn't as thin as we like to see in terms of the body, ideally we want to see about half of this, more of a doji than a spinning top. And then you want to see a big green candle with volume. So we still can, but I think if we don't get above 84,150, well, let's call it 84,250. If we don't get above that in the next maybe 30 minutes, then this candle is probably just going to be another continuation candle as Bitcoin is currently trending down. That's on the 2 hour. And we can throw on Market Cipher. Let's throw on VWAP. Nothing on the 2 hour here in terms of Market Cipher A. 1 hour.
Red X or yellow X?
No, that's
a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the 6 hour look like? 7 hour, 8 hour, 12.
Nothing.
Yeah, nothing that's
What about the
flashing.
day?
Yeah, I mean, the play right now is, I guess, short
Short it.
84,281. That's your VWAP lower band.
And you tapped it perfectly right there on that 1 hour candle.
On that
And
wick.
yeah.
You'd be, shit, 0.5% in the profit already?
Yeah.
Not too shabby. Not too shabby. This is a 15-minute on Bitunix. Potential flag here, though. Something to keep an eye out on. Also, potential for, let's go back here. Let's go down the 15-minute. I'm seeing a potential flag and a potential inverse head and shoulders. Here's your potential flag. The tiny one. It's a baby flag. Right? This would give you a measured move depending on where it breaks. Up to 84.7. So you have that, and then you also have a potential inverse head and shoulders. All right, there's your left shoulder, there's your head. Now, obviously, we're going to have to stay above. Now, that's a very inverted one. But nonetheless, right, you have your your low, your higher low, or excuse me, your lower low, and then a higher low here would give us a potential inverse head and shoulders for Bitcoin to push back to the upside. And you got a long way to go, my friend, before you can even 86K is your VWAP mid band. 15-minute, nothing on market side for A or B. 30-minute, same thing. I don't know. For Bitcoin, I think it's just kind of sideline and wait. We'll see what the 2-hour does. I'm keeping my eye out on the 2-hour. But as of right now, it's not looking good. So, okay.
I've got a pattern that I just found on Bitcoin for you guys right here. This is probably what it's going to do right here to you. This is the FU pattern. Yeah, so Bitcoin basically just does this right here and then goes to the downside. So if anybody wanted to know and maybe get in on a trade off of this pattern right here, go ahead.
My ninja said, why are shrooms very difficult to acquire?
Shrooms?
Mushrooms.
Like-
Psychedelics?
Yeah. Why? I mean,
Good question. I've done shrooms once in my life.
okay.
Terrible experience.
I've never done shrooms. I've never done anything.
We did it at like 12:30 at night. And I ate a lot, more than an eighth. And it was one of those things where like I ate a little bit and I waited 30 minutes. I'm like, nothing's happening. I ate more. I ended up eating like, fuck, bro. Like, I don't
Do
know.
they taste good?
No, they taste like shit.
Why'd you
Literally.
just keep eating them then?
I don't know. I wanted to get psychedelic.
What, did you see like some dragons and shit?
Funny thing, yeah. So eventually it all hit me at once and I was freaking out. I went to lay in my bed. I had 2 roommates at the time. It was my bed and the dude's bed was on the other side of the same room. We were very broke, so we shared a room. And so I was laying down. Dude had some unfolded laundry on his bed. And I'm sitting there and I'm laying down. And I'm just like zoning out. And I look over and his clothes are turning into like ghouls and goblins. And then I went outside. I think I chain smoked 12 cigarettes as I watched the sun come up. And I just remember I really wanted to play fort with my brother.
Fort?
Yeah, we would build a fort with blankets. I really wanted to do that. Yeah.
Fort.
And then went to the gas station and I tried to smoke some weed to fall asleep, but I couldn't fall asleep. And I went to the gas station cross-faded from mushrooms and marijuana. And I got out of the car and I tripped, blacked out, fell, hit my head on the curb. And then next thing you know, I woke up. It was like 2 p.m. the next day and never again.
Is what I'm watching, is what I'm listening to real?
Yeah, 100% real.
Real. Yeah, good. Hey,
There's my mushroom story. And it has nothing to do with why it's so hard to find, but I'm not looking for it. So
I'm a good little boy, so I don't do anything like that. I just abide by the law, abide by the rules.
maybe I ate too much. Maybe it was bad timing, but yeah, it was not a good experience. Ricky said virtuals and Tau are looking good. Well, Tau's looking okay. Let's see how virtuals is looking. 76 cents. This is a big level for virtuals protocol, my friends. 76.18 cents. It's on the 30-minute. Let's go to the 1 hour. Let's call it a zone.
Yeah.
Right. The zone here from 75.15 to 76.18 cents is a key level. But again, to Brendan's point, that is just what is Bitcoin going to do?
Yeah.
Right. If we're down here and Bitcoin is sub 81K and continuing, it'll probably be a nasty wick to the downside. And if you're trading, it might be a situation where you get wicked out and then it just continues the way you thought it was going to go, which is up. But this has been a very important level, guys. I mean, 13% rally, wick down to wick up, 10% rally. And so if you're like, I would recommend it, if you are going to pick up at these low prices, pick up for your spot, not to leverage trade.
Yeah, short if you're going to leverage trade.
No, I wouldn't short virtuals right now.
Refer to Bitcoin, whatever you do. Yeah.
Exactly. But if you can pick up virtuals at sub 76 cents, I think you'll make money.
What about sub 6-7 cents?
Sub what?
6-7.
Oh, 6-7.
6-7.
What is up with that, by the way?
Dude, I have no idea. My siblings
Me
say,
too. My kids, it was 6-7, 6-7.
yeah.
I'm like, wow, glad you can count. Good job.
Yeah, my mom can't stand it. Shout out,
I mean, it's
Mom.
kind of cool, I guess. I
What's-
just don't get it. Maybe I'm
it
old.
doesn't mean anything. It's just some kid, basketball player.
Yes, kids.
Yeah.
Wispy, can you look at Cardano? Brennan, look at Cardano, but don't talk shit about it. Thank you. You can do it. Just do it. Just give us the price, a non-biased approach to the chart. And I'll pull up Canton. And I'll do that after you.
Cardano's looking
Holy
super
shit, Canton is
awesome.
crushing. Oh my God.
Cardano's looking the coolest I've ever seen it.
Real quick, did no one tell Canton that Bitcoin is dying right now? What is happening? This thing is crushing right now.
Whoa.
I talked about this. I know our community was talking about this a while, but I've talked about this too. Canton is one that I labeled it as a Bitcoin detractor, right? No matter what Bitcoin is doing, this thing can rally because it's, we talk about utility and use case, it's got it. So, but anyways, Cardano, go ahead.
Yeah, so on the day here, we've got an area of support that we've tapped a couple times. If we go back down to the 4-hour, we're in it right now. Yeah, we've chopped here. This is our last area of support before we push to the bottom and make all-time lows. Or go back to starting price, actually, I would call it. We have no support after that. Actually, I lied. We have one area of support that's at 0.24 cents. And that would just be a bad day. So hopefully we can catch some support like we did. The last time we used this zone to catch some support, we made let's see, from bottom to top.
Make it drop.
We made a 307% move. And this is obviously on the daily. So let's go down to the 4-hour and see what the price action looks like down there. The last time that we came into this zone, obviously we made that big move to the upside, but we saw a 90% move and then some chopping. And then we saw after that chop, we saw a 50% move. And then after that chop, we saw some 50% move. And then after that, we saw another 20% move. And then we started our demise. So yeah, I don't think that, and then we could also catch this area of support or resistance here. So even if we were to get in now, and we were to measure this move from this area up to the bottom of here, or where this is catching support, would be a 181% move, which is still crazy. Down on the 1 hour, if we just look at the market structure once again from that point, let's just zoom out or try. I mean, this is a long time ago, but we made a boom. I mean, still a huge move to the upside. And then if we even go to the smaller choppy portion, I mean, boom, that's a 50% move. And so it's a lot of big moves after the last time that we came down to this area. And obviously, refer to Bitcoin like we've been saying. But I think that you could catch some bullish work off of this if you were looking to buy. I think right now would be a good time. If you're looking to long it, if you're looking to buy it, whatever. I think right now would be a good time, unless obviously we see Bitcoin go below 80K.
Cool.
So,
yeah, and then Canton looks good, man. I'd wait for a pullback. It's on the 6-hour. This is a pretty big move. Let's go ahead and draw our fibs. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. And we'll keep those. 50% is where I'd be eyeing, guys. This is a very important level, right? This move from 10.7 cents up to 17.9 cents. You can see the 50s held, morning star, push, and then essentially a bullish harami pattern. That's 14.3 cents. So if you get a trip back down to 14.3 cents, I'd be very keen on entering into a long here on Ken. You just got to remain patient because this will see a pullback. Should see a stop first at 16.2. That's your 236 level. But ultimately, 14.3 cents is where I'm looking for Canton Network. So anyways, I got nothing else. You got anything else?
No, I don't have anything else.
All right, we're done for the show today. I want to thank you all very much for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.